Hi everybody, welcome to Butterfly Kids Yoga. I hope you enjoy your class. At the end, if you would like access to more classes like this, plus exclusive yoga and mindfulness content for kids, head on over to our website, butterflykidsyoga.com, and consider becoming an all-access subscriber. If you use coupon code BUTTERFLY, it will save you 50% off of your online subscription. In the meantime, I hope you enjoy your class, and I hope you have a great day. Hello everybody, welcome to yoga class. My name is Miss Allie and this is Butterfly Kids Yoga. I'm so glad you're here today. So today is a really fun and special day, you guys, because today we are all about magical, beautiful, special things. You might see sitting next to me someone very, very special who has joined us for today's class. This is my yoga mermaid. She loves to come to class with us, and so today I thought we could practice mermaid pose. I also thought it would be fun to practice unicorn pose and maybe some other special magical poses. What do you say? Oh my goodness, let's get started, guys. I'm so excited. So wherever you are taking this class, just go ahead and bring your legs into a comfortable, easy pose. This is just crisscross applesauce legs. Let's bring our hands to our heart in peace to show me that you're ready. Good, you look great. And then let's take a deep breath in all together, breathing in nice and slowly through our nose. Opening our mouth and just letting it out. Very good, let's do that again. Breathe in slowly through your nose. Open your mouth and gently let the air out. Very nice. Let's add in our arms now and begin to stretch. Breathe in super big. Reach those arms all the way up to the sky. Fingertips kiss. Flip your hands and push all the air down. Good, let's do that again. Breathe in, sweep up. This is what I call my butterfly breath. Fingertips kiss. Breathe out. Push all the air down. Good, let's get our bodies warmed up before we get to our magical poses. So please come onto your hands and your knees. I'm going to turn sideways so that you can see me, but you can stay right where you are as long as you can see me. We're going to come to our hands and our knees, and we're going to start with a few cat and cow poses. So let's drop our bellies down, pull our shoulders away from our ears, arch our back, and look up to the sky for cow pose. Moo, yeah, that's right, cow pose. Good, and then let's come the other way. Arch your back, tuck your chin to your chest. Look underneath like you're looking at your belly button. Really push through your shoulders for cat pose. Good stretch on our shoulders. Beautiful. Come back the other way. Let's come back to our cow pose. And you can go back and forth in between cat and cow. Breathing in, breathing out as you go. This is a very nice way to warm up your body for yoga. Keep going, you look really good. Cat and cow always go together in yoga. And then let's come back to our tabletop pose. Very nice. Now we're going to start to stretch out our legs here. So take your right leg and reach it back behind you. Keep your toes down on your yoga mat and push through the back of your heel. Do you see how I'm really reaching my heel back? I'm feeling a good stretch on the back of my leg here. Very nice. Now let's bring that knee down, go to the other side. So your left leg comes out long, your toes are down on your yoga mat, You're really pushing through your heel, like you're trying to push your leg to the back of the room, but your toes stay down on your mat. You're feeling that good stretch on the back of your left leg. Good, bring both of your knees down. Let's bring our big toes to touch. Separate your knees out wide, and then just sink your hips back, coming into our first child's pose. So your child's pose can be really long and stretchy like mine is, with your arms really stretching out long. If this feels good to you, stay right here. The other option that you have is to come with your knees a little closer together and tuck yourself into a little ball like this. My hands are reaching back behind me. Sometimes I like to hold on to my feet here and just curl yourself into a small little ball. Close your eyes here. Let's take a deep breath in through our nose. Open your mouth and sigh it all out. Do that again, one more time. Breathe in big. Open your mouth and sigh it out. Very nice. Let's start to walk our hands forward again, and let's find puppy pose. So puppy pose is our arms are stretching out like puppy paws out in front of us, and we're going to come down and stretch those arms out, but we're not going to sit down on our feet this time. We're going to keep our hips up, like our little puppy tail is up, and we're stretching our arms out. Our heart is reaching down towards our yoga mat. Very, very good stretch here in puppy pose. Very nice. You can give a little puppy bark here if you'd like to be really cute in this pose. Puppy barks are so cute. Okay, we all know that puppies grow up, right? And when puppies grow up, what do they become? You got it, they become dogs. So let's practice our doggy pose. Let's stretch out the back of our legs by lifting our hips up, and we're coming into our very first downward dog pose. And if you peek up at me, you can see that I'm slowly bending my knees one at a time, really stretching out the back of my legs here. This is what we call walking the dog. Go nice and slow. We're still warming up our bodies. We're going to move into our first sun salutation, so watch me and follow along. Look forward at your hands, take a lot of little steps, all the way up to the top of your yoga mat. Once you get there, let's just hang. Hang upside down, let your head be really heavy here. You can put a good bend in your knees. If your legs feel tight, it's okay to do that. This is ragdoll pose, and you can always hold on to opposite elbows like I am. And maybe very gently sway side to side. Feels really good. Some people like to shake their head yes, 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 yes. Yes, I am positive. Yes, I am awesome. Yes, I'm going to do mermaid pose in yoga today. Yes, yes, yes. Very good. Okay, bring everything to stillness. You can stop moving. Drop your hands down to your yoga mat. We're going to slowly roll our bodies all the way up to standing. Go really slow here. When you start to stand up, lift your head, pull your shoulders back, reach your arms up big like you're reaching for the sun, because this is our sun salutation. And as soon as your fingertips touch, dive over your hands, come back down to your mat. Good, let's practice that again. Roll up really slow like you're unraveling a ribbon. Really slowly roll all the way up. Shoulders come back, head comes up, arms reach up big. Reach up, stretch up. As soon as your fingertips touch, dive down over like you're a mermaid diving into the water. Beautiful. One more time. Last time, guys. Roll all the way up. We're just really warming up our backs here. Shoulders back, arms rise, reach up, stretch up, fingertips kiss, and then dive into that water like a beautiful mermaid. Bring your hands down to your yoga mat. Let's step back with both feet and hold our strong plank pose. Oh, you guys look so strong in your plank pose. Very nice. Let's drop our knees down to our mat, untuck our toes, And slowly, can you lower yourself all the way down to your mat using your strong arms? Very nice. Bring your shoulders in, hands underneath your shoulders. Hug your elbows in. We're going into Cobra Snake. So lift that heart up just a little bit. Breathe out and come down. Very good. Do that again. Breathe in, come up for Cobra Snake. Breathe out and come down. Now let's get a little bigger with our Cobra Snake. Take your hands off of your yoga mat. Elbows to the sky here. Breathe in and get a little bigger. You might feel like going side to side. Good, this feels good on your back. This makes your arms strong, your shoulders strong. Very nice, come on down. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes. Let's go up and back into our downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Long breath out, and lift your right leg all the way up to the sky for three-legged dog. Once your three-legged dog is up, you can shake out that leg, really shake out that tail. Good. You can give a little bark if you'd like to. Nothing wrong with that, right guys? Love to bark when we're doing three-legged dog. Okay, bring that foot back down to your mat. Let's lift up the other leg, lift up your left leg, shake that leg out. Get all those shakes out. Good, bring your feet back down. Let's take a walk up to our hands. Let's move a little faster. Roll our bodies all the way up. Reach up, stretch up, fingertips kiss. Come on, back down. Hands come down to our mat. Now this time, watch carefully. Bend your elbows a little bit and let's jump back to plank pose. Very good. Lower all the way down. Here we go with our Cobra Snake. Hands underneath our shoulders. Breathe in, lift up. Breathe out, come down. Tuck those toes, up and back, downward facing dog. Very nice. We're almost done with our warm-up, sun salutations, but there's one more thing we need to add in. So let's lift that right leg high. Shake out that tail if you need to. Now this time, yogis, let's see if we can take our foot, step it up by our hands. Very nice. Step it up by our hands. Drop your back knee down. Untuck your toes. Breathe in. Rise up for our low crescent lunge. Good. You can really bend into that front knee. You should feel a good stretch in your legs. Let's spread our fingers wide. Lots of good energy here. Very nice. Breathe out. Hands come around your foot. Lift up your back knee. Let's step back. Push into our downward facing dog. Left side, guys. We have to do both sides, right? We don't want to be uneven. The left leg goes up. Reach up, stretch up. Breathe out. Step that foot between your hands. If it doesn't get there, that's okay. Just wiggle it up there. Good. Breathe here. Drop your back knee down. Untuck your toes. Breathe in. Reach up. Stretch here. Ooh, that feels so good. Oh, you guys look like yoga professionals. Wow. Really good. Remember, make those fingers wide like a big star. Sink into your front knees. Stretch it out. Awesome. Bring those hands down around your foot. Lift up your back knee. Step back into your plank pose. Push up and back. Downward facing dog. Let's drop our knees down to our mat. Big toes touch. Let's all find a child's pose. And breathe. Breathe here. Maybe stretch your fingers out a little bit further. Child's pose is a really nice resting pose. If your heart got beating a little bit faster, you can breathe in and out nice and slow to calm your heart down here. And when you're ready, lift your head. Let's come to a comfortable, easy pose. Good. Remember crisscross legs? This is easy pose. Very nice. Now if you bring one hand to your heart, One hand to your belly. Let's take a calming breath in all together. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out nice and slow. Beautiful. Do that again. Breathe in big. Breathe out slow. Great job, friends. All right, I think it's time. We start to practice our magical poses. So let's start with mermaid pose. I can't even wait. I have to do this one first. So for mermaid pose, let's start by reaching our legs out in front of us. Start by reaching your legs out and long and tuck your legs and your feet over to one side. This becomes your mermaid tail. See how it's coming over to the side? Good. Now, we're going to take our hands, bring them over to our knee like a seatbelt. They cross our body. We're going to sit up nice and tall and twist over to the right. This is mermaid pose. It's a great twist pose. And it looks like you're a mermaid sitting up, beautiful and tall and proud. On top of a rock maybe. Beautiful, looking out over the ocean. Breathe. Good. Let's switch our sides. So, legs come out in front of us, toes point long. Bring your mermaid tail to the other side now. Adjust your tail so you're comfortable. And then remember the seatbelt arm, it comes over your knee. Sit up nice and tall. Mermaids always have a very tall spine. Sitting up really tall. Twist over to your left this time. Beautiful. You're sitting on your rock. You're looking out over the beautiful ocean. All right, let's come back in to center and let's come into our easy pose. So, mermaid pose. Beautiful pose. It's a great little twisting pose. You guys looked awesome. But what do you say we try a few other poses? Right behind my yoga block here, I have a few other poses for us to practice today. Here's the next pose. If you have a mermaid pose, you might see one of these floating by your mermaid. You might see a boat in the ocean. So let's practice our boat pose. I'm gonna put this guy down here. I'm gonna turn sideways so you can see me. And there's a few different ways you can practice boat pose. Boat pose is really good for your core, your tummy muscles. So let me show you. Hands come down next to your body for balance. You can do step one for boat pose. Come up onto your tippy toes. Sit up nice and tall and your toes barely touch the mat. This is perfect. If you need a little bit more of a challenge, you can lift your toes like I am. But do you see how I'm sitting up nice and tall? Hold it here. If you need more of a challenge in boat pose, see if you can reach your legs up and my body becomes a little bit of a V. Do you see? And I'm not falling backwards. My heart is shining forward. Once you find your balance, can you lift one arm? Can you lift two arms? My legs had to bend there today. That's okay. Let's see if you can balance your boat pose. Good. Let's see if we can hold it for 3, 2, 1. Bring those feet down, splash them in the water. Great job, guys. Gotta be really strong to do that pose. But wait a minute. I think I see a beautiful mermaid who wants to swim under my toes. Let's get those feet out of the water. Join me. Arms come up, feet come up. Let's let her swim under. Hello, Miss Mermaid. Good. Bring your hands down, bring your feet down, splash them in the water, and then come on back to easy pose. Good. All right, I'm seeing something else behind my yoga block, you guys. I'm gonna reach for my next pose, and this pose is perfect to do after mermaid pose because it's going to stretch out my belly, where I just did all of that good work in boat pose. Let's see what it is. Look who I have. It's a cute little fish. right? We might see fish swimming in the water with our mermaids and with our boats. So let's practice our fish pose. So for fish pose, we're going to bring our legs long, we're going to point our toes, and we're going to bring our elbows down on our yoga mat. Hands are going to be flat on our mat, we're up on our elbows. See? I can almost do this. If you can do this, you're doing it right. Hands down on your mat. So for fish pose, really strong arms and shoulders. We're going to point our toes, we're pushing into our elbows, and we're going to lift our belly buttons up to the sky. You can drop your head back if that feels good to you, or gently bring your head up, just like I am. I'm looking in front of me. My belly button is reaching to the sky. This is a strong pose. Slowly lower down. Good, stay up on those elbows. We're going to do fish pose one more time. We'll see if we can get our belly buttons even higher. You guys are looking so strong today. Okay, point those toes. Elbows are down on our mat. Hands are pushing into our yoga mat. And we lift. Lift up those belly buttons, fishies. You can even wiggle your toes like a little fishtail. Good, hold it. Strong, you got this. And then lower those bodies down. Bring yourself up. Maybe you give yourself a big hug here. Squeeze yourself in tight. Beautiful job, guys. All right, let's see what other magical poses I have with me today. Oh, this is a good one. This one kind of matches my shirt. This is my beautiful magenta sparkly star. I love this color, it's so pretty. So for sparkly star pose, this one is easy to do and it's so fun to do because you get to shine like a star. So let's stand up on our yoga mats for this one. Good, all you need to do for twinkly star pose is separate your feet, turn your toes out, breathe in and open your arms up wide, really big, like you're going to give me a big hug. And then twinkle those fingers. You can even look up a little bit and shine your heart to the sky because you are so proud of how strong you are today. And boy, oh boy, are you strong. Twinkly star pose. Good. Very nice. All right, and shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. One more time, twinkly stars. You guys look so good. Let's do it one more time. Twinkle your star, the brightest, shiniest star you've ever felt. Feel so proud of yourself for doing such a good job so far. I am so proud of you. Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle. Good, smile. You guys are awesome. Good, and then shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. So guys, I don't know, but you seem ready for a little bit of a challenge. There's another way to do star pose. It's called fallen star. Fallen star. And you don't just fall down on the ground. That's not very yoga-like. But fallen star pose is like an adult level pose. Let me show you how to do it if you'd like to try it. First thing you do is you come into your downward facing dog. You start here. Then you lift your right leg up, come into three-legged dog. Take your knee, bring it through like you're going to step. But don't step. Bring your knee across your body like you're going to kiss your opposite elbow and then kick your foot out. Do you see how my foot just kicked through that little hole? Good. Now I'm going to lift my hand up and come into this pose. Open up wide. My heart is reaching to the sky here. This is called fallen star. Beautiful. This is a tricky pose for even adults to do. So give it a try and see what you think. Can you do it? Very nice. Okay, bring two hands down to your mat. Come back into your downward dog. Let's try the other side. Left leg goes up if you're coming with me. Bring your knee through, but don't step. Bring your knee over across your body and then kick your foot out. Good. Take that right hand, reach it up to the sky for fallen star. Good, you can twinkle this hand that's rising up into the air. Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle. Almost like you're waving to the mermaid. Good, and breathe. You guys look great. Bring your hand down to your mat. Foot comes back. Downward facing dog. Let's walk our feet up to our hands. And then let's roll our bodies all the way up. Reach up, stretch up. Reach up big. Hands come to our heart. Awesome job, guys. All right, do you remember in the beginning of class, I said this class is all about magical poses. I have one more pose for you. I'm going to bring this little guy closer to your screen so you can see. Can you see? This is my unicorn pose. This is one of my favorite poses. It's so strong and magical at the same time. There's 2 ways to do it, so let's practice it together. Okay, yoga unicorns. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me. We start by stepping forward with one foot. It doesn't matter which one. Our back leg stays straight. Our front knee bends. Reach up as you breathe in. We start unicorn pose by coming into warrior one. This is warrior one. Relax your shoulders. Bend through your front knee. Now, from warrior one, first way to do unicorn pose is bring your hands together like a horn, and then you're going to tip forward a little bit. This is your magical unicorn horn. Hold it strong. You can even wiggle those fingers as you sprinkle magical unicorn dust out of your horn. Hold it. Good. And then unicorns that have wings, those are called Pegasus. So sweep your arms back, but keep your legs strong. Good. This is called a Pegasus pose. This is a unicorn with wings, if you've ever seen those. Beautiful. Can you come right back to unicorn with a horn? And you can go back and forth. Wings, horn, wings, horn. You got it? Wings. Good. And let's step up. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Come back to the back of your yoga mat. Let's make sure we get the other side. Step forward with your other leg. Remember, your back leg is very straight, your foot is flat down. You're going to bend through your front knee. Breathe in, reach up, come into warrior one to start. Breathe in, hands come together to form your unicorn horn. Good, spread some magical dust. Mine's landing right on top of my mermaid head. Exhale, wings come back into Pegasus. Breathe here, so strong. Inhale, unicorn horn. Exhale, unicorn wings. One more time, breathe in, magical unicorn horn. Breathe out, unicorn wings. Good, sweep it up, come all the way up. Let's dive into the waterfall like a beautiful mermaid. Hang upside down. Breathe here. Inhale, roll your body all the way up. Last stretchy pose for up here is going to be waterfall. So bring your hands together and then tilt back just a little bit. Almost like water is flowing down behind you. Good, very gentle pose. Breathe in, come up. Last time, dive over those legs. You can bend your knees, come all the way down to your mat. Very good job, guys. Great work, yogis. I think it's time we stretch it out, shall we? So, let's take our legs out wide. Make yourself comfortable. Go into a nice wide-legged V-sit. Then take your left leg, tuck it in. We're coming into seated tree pose to stretch it out today. Breathe in, arms lift, get tall. Breathe out, fold over your right leg. Remember, in yoga, it doesn't matter how far down you go or how far you can reach. What matters is that you feel the stretch. Right? Doesn't matter what anybody else is doing, just as long as you feel the stretch. And every time you do yoga, guys, you'll be able to stretch a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. It's all part of the process, and that's how we learn, right? We always practice. Don't forget to breathe. I always say we hold our yoga poses, we never hold our breath. Okay, breathe in, reach up, and let's switch our legs. Left leg goes out, right leg tucks in. Breathe in, get tall first. Exhale, fold over your leg. A good way to remember how to stretch is to think about your heart reaching for your toes. It'll never really get there, but you would just like to think about your heart reaching for your toes, and that will help you stretch more and more every time you do yoga. Good. Now let's bring both feet together. We're coming into our butterfly pose here. Hands to our ankles, sit up as tall as you can. Breathe in, get a lot of air. Exhale. Let's fold over those legs, coming down into folded butterfly pose. Good. We'll breathe in, one big breath here all together. Breathe in. Breathe out. Slowly come on up, and let's make our way down to our backs. So laying down on our backs, we're going to do bridge pose yoga style. So I'm going to show you what it looks like in yoga, and then I'm going to show you a different way to do bridge pose that you might know from gymnastics, but this is how we do it in yoga. But stay with me, I'll show you the two ways. So the first way is a yoga bridge. You want your feet flat on the ground, and you want to reach down with your hands. See how I'm reaching down? And I'm just trying to find my heels. Once I just barely touch my heels, that's a perfect distance. I'm going to keep my knees pointing to the ceiling. I'm going to push my hands down into my mat, and I'm just going to gently lift up my belly button to the sky. This is bridge pose in yoga. It's more of a gentle bridge compared to the one that you might know from gymnastics or dance. Just very gentle, but it's really good to do. To be gentle with yourself sometimes too, right? But if you like this, you might want to try to wiggle your shoulders under and hold your hands right like this. But keep your hands down on your mat. This is another way to do yoga bridge. Go ahead and then try coming up on your tippy toes, releasing your hands, arms float over your head as you lower your hips down. Very nice. Now the other way to do bridge in yoga, this is called a full wheel. A full wheel, like a wheel on a car. You might know this as a bridge pose in gymnastics, but here's how to do it safely. And if you've never done this before, make sure you have an adult nearby that can help you. But if you'd like to come with me, you're going to bring your hands, flip your fingers, and place your hands right by your ears. Make sure your feet are nice and steady. You're going to breathe in, and if you're ready, breathe in, lift up, and hold. This is called a full wheel in yoga. If you know this from gymnastics or dance, you know to breathe. And then when you're ready, very slowly tuck your chin in, use your strong arms to gently come all the way down. Once you're down, this is important, you always want to hug your knees in nice and tight. It just brings your body in the other direction. You can give yourself a nice big hug, maybe a gentle rock like I am. Good. It might feel nice to spread your arms out like a T, and then bring your knees over to one side for a little twist. This is almost like our mermaid tail, right? But our knees are over on the ground, and this is a good twist to end class. We can call this laying down mermaid pose. I guess we just invented a new pose, right? Okay, bring those knees back up, guys, and then bring them off to the other side. Let's make sure we stretch out the other side. And breathe. Super relaxing, right? Good, bring those knees back in. If you'd like to give yourself one more hug, go ahead and do that. And then we've worked so hard, we always need to take time to relax at the end of yoga. So make yourself cozy. If you'd like to grab anything special to snuggle with or to make yourself really cozy, go ahead. If you're coming with me, we're going to bring our legs long. Your hands can be down next to you with your palms up to the sky. Or if you are more comfortable with one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly, you can also do that. Take a big breath in, a slow breath out to calm that heart down. And let's make our bodies as heavy as we can. You can even close your eyes here and maybe imagine yourself as a beautiful mermaid, strong, proud, sitting up nice and tall on the rock in the middle of the ocean. Just magical. Close your eyes and just relax. This is called Shavasana. Let's start to slowly wiggle those fingers, wiggle those toes. It might feel good to you to stretch your arms up over your head, reach and stretch. Maybe point your toes, big, big stretch. And then let's all roll over onto our side, using your arm as a little pillow. And then let's all slowly push ourselves up, and let's come into an easy pose like we started our class. Sitting up nice and tall, breathing in, reaching your arms out. We'll close our class with one deep breath in all together. Breathe in, stretch those arms all the way up. Breathe out. Let's bring our hands to our heart in peace. Thank you so much for practicing our magical poses today. You did a wonderful job with your mermaid pose, your boat pose, your twinkly star, and your unicorn pose. I can't wait to see you for yoga class again soon. I hope you have a magical day. Namaste. Hey everybody, I hope you enjoyed your class. If you would like access to more classes like these, plus exclusive extras of yoga and mindfulness for your kids, head on over to our website, butterflykidsyoga.com, and consider becoming a subscriber. And don't forget, use your coupon code BUTTERFLY to save 50%.